What's going on, guys? It's Alexa back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about an oil catch can installation on my 2010 Camaro SS. And this is my first time doing this type of install for oil catch cans, so please bear with me if there's something that I could have done different or easier, but we're gonna follow some of the instructions that are included on this oil catch can. So without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this thing first before we get into the install. All right, so here is the box by Billet Customs. I did get this off of Fast Tech Performance for about $100, so not bad. They did have 3 different color options. They had black, they had a silver, and which is kind of like polished, and I think they had a kind of like a matte black color. So I just went ahead and went with the standard black, but we open this bad boy up. Now I did take off some of the bubble wrap that was on this because, you know, I wanted to take a look at it. But here is the catch can itself. There we go. So here is the reservoir, and I guess this is where the oil will be collected, and this little guard kind of sits right there, and I guess it kind of filters out some of the oil, so a lot fewer particles can travel back through the airway. So let's go ahead, screw this back on. And here's some of the lines that they include. I got these, and that's it. It's just these two. They have, looks like this bracket goes for mounting. And they also have, these are the hose nozzles that we'll be attaching. Seems pretty straightforward. I'm not sure. I guess this stuff is just like a cushion, kind of like a bubble wrap. That's weird. I've never seen that before. I don't think I have to use it. But anyways, here are the instructions that came with it. So yes, 2010 plus Camaro oil catch can installation. So here's a general idea of what we're going to be doing. It seems pretty straightforward enough, so I will kind of walk you guys through what I had to do to install this bad boy. It shouldn't take more than, I don't think it should take more than 20-30 minutes or so. I will have the help of a friend, so we are going to try to get this thing installed quickly, and hopefully that will add some reassurance to Bruce's performance, because he's had a few hiccups lately, and if you haven't seen the video on that, I did post it talking about what's been going on with him, so make sure you guys check that out. But it shouldn't have anything to do with this video. This video, I just want to show you guys what it's like to install an oil catch can and see if it's something that you think will be worthwhile for your Camaro or for your other muscle cars. So yeah, it seems basic enough, so without further ado, I will see you guys at the garage. Alright, so here we are. Obviously, step 1, you turn off the car, pop your hood. I did remove my engine cover, so it's chilling right there. And for the Camaro, all you have to do to remove the engine cover is you remove the oil cap, take that off, and then you can take the engine cover off. But of course, once you take the cover off, make sure you put the oil cap back on so nothing gets in there. If we go to our layout here, we have the catch can base. Here's the bracket that we're gonna need. And looking at this picture, I was a little confused because the top looks like one solid piece with this this bracket here, but it's not. So I was a little thrown off at first. But this guy bolts up to this little hole right here, because as you can see, we all know that these guys are gonna bolt into the inlet holes here and the larger one, and then this smaller hole is for this bracket, so it'll sit right there. Use this bolt here, and it will bolt to your factory airbox if you still have a factory airbox. Obviously I do not. So you will have a nut and a washer right here, and it's basically going to chill in this little open area. We will run these hoses and the clamps all together. We are looking for, not the easiest thing to get to, but we have, if we move these hoses out the way, get a couple of these guys. So if you guys can see this cap right here, I'm pulling on it. Can you guys see? We're gonna disconnect that, and then this also runs, this line right here runs to the back of the driver's side engine bay, and we're also gonna disconnect this part right here. So, and it does show you in the diagram. The diagram is just a little blurry, but hopefully you guys will be able to see what I'm doing. So obviously, since I can't film and do this at the same time, I'm gonna mount this up, and I hope you guys are able to see what I'm doing clearly. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, damn.
Are you pulling stuff?
Want me to start? Tell y'all something. So here is the clip itself, right? You guys can see. So it's on there like this, and you literally just have to push this tab down. Well, you gotta lift it up just a tad, and then pull out like that, and then push it away. So now it's open, and you look at it from this side. You see how it clips into place. So you moving this opens it up, and you just have to get this little guy out of his corner. So you do that, but in that little tight space is not easy. So just wanted to show you guys what the hoses, the clips look like. So that may take you the most amount of time. So now that we got that out the way, we can connect our new lines.
vers les ciels de Méditerranée. Allons plonger vers les ciels de Méditerranée. Échappons-nous vers l'horizon.
I think we are finally done. So as I showed you earlier, the clips are going to be one hang up. Two, another thing, this hose doesn't have a whole lot of slack that you can play with here. So it's a little snug, but I was able to get it hooked on right here. You see I had to write open and close on here. I'll get to that in a second. But also there's plenty of slack on this hose right here, so if that's something that you feel you need to cut, you certainly can. I'm not going to cut it, at least not right now. I might change my mind later. We're going to see how this engine cover will fit. Alright guys, future Alexa here. Quick update. So the engine cover does fit with these. Since this was sitting up a little bit higher, I did zip tie it to this hose. Hopefully this won't get too hot to be an issue. If it does, I might just cut the hose and have it be a little bit shorter. So as I said earlier, there's a drain plug at the bottom. It's a little gold piece. Make sure when you install this and you start your car, make sure you have it all the way down, essentially. So basically you feel like you're opening it, but when you look inside, the plug itself is flush with the base of the I guess of the cup itself, so that way nothing comes out. When you tighten it and you're closing the drain plug and it's going up inside of the cup, you're actually creating the portal to have the oil coming out. So essentially I changed the arrows. So to open it or to drain your oil, you twist it and it's going up inside the cup, and that's going to allow the oil to come out. To close it, you're twisting it away from the cup. It's going to come all the way down, be flush, and that closes, that makes the seal. So when I turned the car on, we heard massive air being sucked up, and that's because we had this all the way up inside the cup, so it was basically wide open and it was just sucking in a bunch of air, so you don't want that. So make sure your drain plug is all the way down, all the way closed, and that way you won't have any air issues. Make sure all of your seals are tight as well, because we heard some air coming from this seal back here. So just make sure all of those are nice and tight and everything. But other than that, we're gonna see how it goes. And yeah, you may hear a little bit of air. I think that's just the air running through the hose itself. I don't think it's quite my air filter, but yeah, so just wanted to give you that update, and back to the video. I plugged in everything that I unplugged over here, so that's now plugged back in. I even unplugged this hose right here, so I plugged that back in. So everything should be good to go, just the engine cover. And yeah, so if the engine cover does or does not fit, I will let you guys know in the video in text right here. But yeah, like I said, I'm not sure if this hose is going to get in the way of the engine cover, but this one might, I don't know, but it's flexible, so I could push it out the way. So another issue I ran into, I did have to add a spacer because this was sitting a lot lower. So I added a little spacer right here to kind of sit this up a little higher so that one, the hoses could reach it, because when it sat that low, these hoses could barely reach these plugs on the outside. but it does, and it also was getting in the way of this hose at the bottom. So I've said hose like 57 times in this daggone video, but yeah, that's basically it. If you guys have any questions, please let me know and I'll try my best to answer them in the comment section below. It definitely didn't take 30 minutes like I thought, because like I said, I ran into a few minor hiccups. There are a lot of people that probably did this faster than me, but it is what it is. So I gave you the basics. Billet Customs oil catch can off of Fast Tech Performance, shop for Camaros. It was about $100, so wanted to give it a shot, and I will update you guys in a few weeks to see how much oil is collected. But I'm excited. I hope to be protecting my engine and my air intake manifold from any oil particles, because that's a no bueno. So thank you guys again for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you are enjoying the content. I do try to post as often as I can, and hopefully I'll get a few more mod install videos on the way shortly. But it is winter time. I am running against daylight, so please work with me if I'm not able to get out content as fast as I was previously. But yeah, so thank you guys again for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see y'all next time. Take care.